Vizard just made long-form content editing way less painful and honestly, kind of fun. Instead of spending hours scrubbing through footage trying to find the good bits, Vizard can auto-identify the viral moments in your long videos and turn them into ready-to-post clips. You still get full control, but the AI does the heavy lifting. It finds highlights, suggests cuts, and even helps you schedule everything to go out automatically. It's the kind of workflow that makes batch content creation feel possible, not like a full-time job. So here's how I actually use it. I jump into my dashboard, pick a recording from my library, could be a long interview or a live stream, and the system instantly scans the file. You'll see it generate a list of suggested clips, each one tied to a transcript snippet and a little thumbnail, so you can preview exactly what's inside without playing the whole thing. The transcript is right there next to the timeline, split by speaker, and it's searchable, which is a total time saver. You can treat the transcript like a text document. If there's some rambling or a weird moment you don't want in a clip, just select that sentence in the transcript and delete it. The clip updates instantly. No need to drag tiny handles on a timeline, hoping you're cutting in the right frame. That alone shaves off so much fiddly work. And if you ever change your mind, undo is one click. The system keeps your edits reversible and non-destructive. But the real convenience is that it isn't just a transcript editor, it's smart about what content is actually valuable. The auto-editing feature analyzes engagement signals and structure. It looks for punchlines, emotional shifts, strong hooks, audience reactions, and then surfaces clips that are likely to perform. So instead of guessing which 60 seconds will blow up, you get AI-picked moments that already look promising. You can take those suggestions as is, tweak them in the editor, or stitch several suggested clips together into a short highlight reel. Another part I love is the search function. Say I'm looking for where someone mentions a specific term or topic. I type that into the search box and the system highlights every instance across the transcript. Click through the results and the editor drops you right to the exact timestamp. It's like Ctrl+F for videos. No more scrubbing for minutes, just click, edit, or export. That feature alone has saved me hours when I needed to pull quick clips for socials or reference a quote in an article. Making a single 1-minute clip is ridiculously fast. I can pick a suggested clip or drag in out points in the timeline and watch the transcript update live to show exactly where the clip begins and ends. That live text feedback is clutch because you can line up the start of a clip with the first strong sentence or a laugh, not just eyeball the waveform. Once I've got the timing right, I export directly to a vertical or square format optimized for short-form social platforms. You can batch export multiple clips too, which is perfect when you want to turn one long episode into a week's worth of posts. Now, the scheduling part is where this really changes the game for creators who want consistent posting without babysitting every upload. Set your posting frequency, pick the platforms, and the auto schedule will queue clips across your accounts based on best practices like optimal posting times and distribution balance. You don't have to be on your laptop at 2 in the morning to hit a prime slot. And the content calendar ties it all together. You see your scheduled posts in a calendar view, you drag to reschedule, add captions, tweak thumbnails, and publish from one place. It's a single pane of glass approach that makes multi-platform publishing not feel like a juggling act. Compare that to a lot of tools out there. Some editors will let you trim clips but don't actually tell you what to clip, so you still spend hours choosing moments. Other scheduling tools are clunky, separate from your editor, or charge extra per post. And there are end-to-end platforms that lock key features behind expensive tiers or make you export and then re-upload to a third-party scheduler. This keeps the whole flow tight. Discovery, edit, schedule, publish, without forcing you to bounce between 6 different apps. Another subtle thing, audio normalization and video quality are handled smoothly. When I export, the system keeps the audio levels consistent and outputs at high resolution by default, so my clips look crisp on every platform. That's a small detail that matters when your content is competing for attention in crowded feeds. You can also add custom branding or text overlays before export, which helps keep a recognizably consistent look across your clips. Let me walk you through a real quick example from a recent episode. I recorded a 55-minute chat with a guest who told this wild story about a failed launch. Instead of manually hunting for the story, the AI surfaced 3 suggested clips: the hook, the payoff, and a short reaction piece. I opened the suggested hook, checked the transcript, tightened the in-out points by removing a small filler phrase, and exported the clip as a 45-second vertical. Then I scheduled it to post the next day at the time the system recommended based on past engagement. 10 minutes later, another clip, the payoff, was scheduled for 3 days out. That kind of cadence keeps the audience engaged over time without me having to think about the logistics. One more thing worth calling out. The AI learns from your choices. If you always tweak suggested clips to be slightly longer, it will start suggesting longer takes. If you frequently choose energetic sound bites over thoughtful pauses, it notices that pattern. Over time, the recommendations become more aligned with your voice and style, which is huge when you're scaling content for a brand or channel. And yeah, there are still cases where you want full manual control. Maybe you need a super specific edit for a montage, or you're working on cinematic color grading. It isn't trying to be a one-size-fits-all replacement for heavy-duty editing software. What it is a tool that makes producing social-ready clips from long videos fast and predictable. For creators who publish frequently, or teams that need to keep pipelines flowing, that speed and consistency are more valuable than having every pro-level tool in one app. Compare that to cost and time investment, this feels lean. Instead of hiring an editor to comb through hours of footage or paying per clip from a service, you get automated suggestions and a scalable workflow. Some other platforms charge extra for auto editing or force you into a higher plan to access scheduling. With this, the value comes from smoothing the entire creator journey, find, edit, schedule, publish without sneaky extra steps. If you're building a content strategy, this can help with the repetitive part so you can focus on the creative side, planning episodes, refining your voice, or hopping on camera. Use the content calendar to map out themes for a month, let the system generate clip candidates after each recording, then approve and schedule in batches. You'll end up with consistent output, which is the main thing that grows channels over time. Alright, if you want to try this flow, record your next long-form session, let the system scan it, review the suggested clips, tweak using the transcript editor, and schedule the post. Don't overthink it. Pick a handful of short, punchy clips and let them drip out across the week. If you want ideas for formats, try a behind-the-scenes clip, a mini tip, a guest highlight, and a call-to-action clip that directs people to the long episode. We've got more content showing how creators set up batching workflows, what kinds of clips tend to go viral, and tips for thumbnails and captions. If you're building a video-first brand or just trying to be consistent on socials, tools that reduce the friction between recording and posting are worth testing. It doesn't demand you give up control, it just gets you to publish ready clips faster and with less guesswork. Thanks for hanging out. I'll catch you in the next walkthrough where I break down how to structure a long interview for clip-friendly moments and how to use the calendar to run a week-long release plan without losing your mind. Peace.